If you've ever worked in an office, you already know these people. You just didn't know there were psychological studies explaining them. 8 coworkers, 8 survival strategies. Let's start with the most visible one. The fake busy. They look busy, they sound busy, they have 17 tabs open and a keyboard that never stops clicking. But if you actually watch closely, something feels off. The typing stops the moment someone walks away. The urgent task disappears when the boss isn't around. The Slack status stays green long after the work stopped. This is performative overwork, a deliberate display of effort without the substance behind it. Because most offices don't reward productivity equally. They reward visible productivity. Sending an email at 10 p.m. can matter more than solving the actual problem. Looking stressed can matter more than being effective. The fake busy did not create this game. The office did. They just learned the rules faster than everyone else. But while they perform productivity, the next coworker performs awareness. The gossip. They know everything. Who's leaving, who's secretly interviewing elsewhere, who just got promoted. Information is currency. And the gossip is usually the richest person in the building. As Yuval Noah Harari explains in Sapiens, gossip helped early humans build trust and cooperate in larger groups. In modern offices, that same mechanism becomes power. Because if you control information, you control the room. Not through authority, through awareness. The gossip controls information. The next one wants proximity to power. The teacher's pet. They laugh a little too hard at the manager's jokes. They volunteer before anyone else even thinks to. And somehow, every conversation loops back to the boss. Psychologists call this ingratiation, a social strategy designed to gain approval, protection, and influence. And it works. Studies show that employees who build personal favor with managers are often evaluated more positively, even when their actual performance is average. Not because managers are evil, because humans naturally reward people who make them feel valued. In prehistoric tribes, survival meant staying close to power. But not everything here is calculated. Sometimes it's just instinct. Some people learn early that life feels easier when people like you, so they lean into it. The credit taker. This one usually hits a nerve. You spend 3 days building the presentation. You fix the details no one notices, redoing the slides at midnight. Then the meeting starts, and suddenly, so what we decided was. Some research links this kind of behavior to insecurity and the need for validation. Because recognition isn't just useful to them, it is emotional oxygen. The credit taker doesn't steal attention because they're confident. They steal it because they need constant proof that they matter. But that is only part of the picture. Because sometimes it's not psychological at all. Sometimes it's just opportunity. A system where credit isn't clearly tracked will always be claimed by someone. Still, it feels personal when it happens to you. The corporate monk. They wake up at 5 a.m., cold shower, protein smoothie, a productivity podcast playing at 1.5x speed. Their desk looks like a startup founder's survival kit. Matcha powder, blue light glasses, a standing desk, and 3 different notebooks for goals. They optimize everything. Sleep, focus, calories, morning routines, everything except their actual happiness. This is often linked to what psychologists call compensatory control, when people build rigid systems and routines to create stability in environments that feel chaotic. The corporate monk isn't really chasing balance. They're trying to stay functional in a system that rewards burnout and calls it ambition. But sometimes it is simpler than that. Sometimes it's just culture, productivity aesthetics, online influence, or just liking structure. He optimizes everything but joy. The next one optimizes something else entirely. His own invisibility. Nobody knows exactly when they arrive. Nobody knows exactly when they leave. Their desk is clean. Their presence is theoretical. They answer emails with 3 words or less. They attend meetings silently. Research on introversion suggests that constant social interaction can be mentally exhausting for some people. Every conversation becomes a small withdrawal from a limited energy account. The ghost isn't hiding from you. They're managing exposure. But beyond psychology, some people just prefer quiet efficiency. Less interaction, less noise, less friction. Not a strategy, just a way of existing. The ghost is quiet. The next one never shuts up. The Over-Communicator. Every message includes everyone. Every update is documented. Every decision is recorded. Even things that don't need to be recorded are recorded. This looks like organization, but underneath, it's often a fear of ambiguity. Because if everyone is informed, no one can say they weren't. It isn't about clarity. It's about protection. A system built to avoid blame before it even exists. In a company where one mistake can cost you your job, over-communication isn't paranoia, it's body armor. The meeting guy. There is a meeting about the meeting, and sometimes a meeting to prepare the meeting about the meeting. The calendar is full, the output is unclear. One study found that initiating meetings can create a feeling of importance, coordination, and control. Because meetings feel productive without carrying the same risk as real work. Real work can fail. Real work gets judged. A meeting just ends. And in many offices, appearing involved matters more than producing results. The meeting guy has discovered the safest place in corporate life. The room where everyone looks busy and nobody is accountable. 8 coworkers, 8 ways of adapting. Offices don't reveal how people work. They reveal how people adjust. And if you did not recognize anyone, your coworkers probably recognized you. So, which one is sitting next to you? Tell me in the comments. And if you're brave, tag them.